Hey guys, so today I'm here with Sofia, huge amazing model, wins so many awards. So let's start from the beginning. Were you born in LA or?
Yeah, I was actually born in California, so like the Bay Area, Silicon Valley.
Your parents, what did they do?
Well, my dad was in business. So he was always in like telecom and kind of like these big companies, tech business. And then my mom was just, at home, stay at home, like super Japanese mom, like cooking lots of food. So yeah.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
But you studied like political science stuff?
Yeah. So I went to UCLA and I majored in political science.
Yeah.
Which clearly I've not put to use. I actually did work in DC for a little bit, like right after college.
Oh wow,
to figure out if that was something, I really liked. But I think it was just something like I fell in love with academics.
Yeah. How were you like growing up? Were you always like into were you like debating or like?
I was such a nerd. I was such like a Langley like nerd, and I was like really insecure and dorky and shy. Yeah, so totally different then. I mean, I'm still kind of dorky, but yeah, when I was younger, I was very nerdy, like really into school. I was actually really athletic, so I played tennis growing up.
Oh, sick.
So I was kind of like tomboy / nerd. Yeah.
Were your parents
I loved Hello Kitty though, so I was always like really
yeah. Were your parents like pushing you in any like direction or?
Yeah, I think my parents were always trying to push me more towards like academia, and my dad especially wanting me to follow in his footsteps, like business and tech, which I did for a while, and it's still like a love of mine. That's something like I want to incorporate now, like later in my life. Modeling.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Do you have siblings or?
I have one older brother. He's back in California.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
But he was here for a bit or?
No, he's actually never been here.
Oh, okay.
So, hopefully one day he'll come visit. He's more like connected to our Swedish side.
Oh.
And I'm like a lot more in tune with the Japanese side.
Yeah. How often did you like go back home when you were growing up? To Sweden to visit them.
To Japan and Sweden. We went a lot. Like we went like once or twice a year. At least once to each country, every year. So whenever we had like Christmas break, spring break, summer, sometimes we did summer school in Japan. So
that's so sick.
Yeah, we traveled a lot to see them. So it's pretty awesome.
But you were also like doing modeling while you were at UCLA, right?
Yeah, so I was modeling part-time, trying to pay for school. So basically I was like on the rowing team at first. And then
wow.
I tore my hip, so I ended up getting hip surgery. And then I was like, all right, like I need to get a job now, and I took student loans. And I always really wanted to model, but my parents didn't let me do it.
Was it like an image thing, or like just because you were too young?
I think both. Both. I think from my mom's side, it was more just like I was too young, and then my dad was kind of always on the whole like, if you're an intelligent woman, like why would you want to be a model? And like it's something you can't explain, but I just always had a feeling like this is what I want to do, like kind of like this is what I'm meant to do. So yeah, I had to wait until I was 18, which was great because then I went to LA and then it was like a perfect kind of spot to do it.
Yeah.
But it was really hard to maintain as a student, like full time. And back then, my agencies were always kind of saying like, okay, you either have to pick school or you have to pick modeling.
Yeah.
So then I picked school because it was really important to me to finish school.
Yeah.
I loved it. Yeah.
And you did a bunch of like research stuff, right? Even with like tech companies or
yeah,
something.
I have actually. So post college, I tried out DC and I was like a research person for someone writing their biography.
Yeah.
And then after that I tried to start my own startup actually with someone. We realized we were too young, so then I decided I just wanted experience.
Yeah.
And I started working first for like a Wi-Fi company, like a little bit for my dad. Like government municipal Wi-Fi. So like old men. And I was like going to these conferences, wearing suits and stuff. But then I moved into like the more new tech, which is what I was interested in.
Yeah.
So I started working for a social shopping application for Facebook. So that was kind of cool because it incorporated like my love for fashion and new tech. And it was like young and
yeah, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
So what made you decide to like do modeling full time?
Basically, it was like I was offered a promotion at this company, and I had some stock in it. I started really early stage, and then we started doing really well. We got like round C funding.
Oh wow.
But then I saw my life like flash before my eyes. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be in San Francisco forever, kind of thing. Which it's still a part of me. Like I'm very like business oriented, like type A.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh my god, I always wanted to model, and I always had so much demand coming from Asia when I was in college.
Oh.
And I'm the type of person like who knows that I want to see the world, I wanted to travel. So yeah, basically I was like, I gotta do this now, like if I want to. So I quit my job. And I was just like, I'm gonna go model in Asia.
Yeah.
And my parents, like my friends, like it was so sudden. Everyone thought I was like crazy.
Oh my god.
Offered, like, you know, promotion. I was doing pretty well for my age, and like I was like, I have to pursue this, or I'll like regret it for the rest of my life.
Wow. And also I like saw an old picture of you, and you were like really tan with like
I was
like,
so
blonde
California.
hair.
Oh my god.
Your agencies tell you to like change your like image, or like how did that happen?
Yeah, definitely, because in Asia they want girls who are like more pale.
Yeah.
You look more Asian, so they were like, all right, you need to dye your hair black. That was like my first criteria when I signed with Ford in LA.
Wow.
And I was totally that girl that started crying. But like after I got home from the hair salon, I was like, oh my god, my hair's black. Like, but like now I can't even imagine myself the other way, so I guess it's just all getting used to. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of just like any job. You have to like work at it, and I was willing to do anything to make it, or you know, give it my all. So yeah.
And how long? So you were with them for how long before they sent you to Asia?
No one sent me to Asia actually.
Okay.
So I was just like working in tech, like totally immersed into the tech, like new tech.
Oh, so your LA agency didn't help with any of them?
No. I had stopped modeling at that point.
Okay.
For like 2 years.
Uh-huh.
And then yeah, basically I was in San Fran, and I started researching like top model agencies in Asia. Because I had already quit my job. I'd already moved back home to like then pack my stuff and figure out where to go.
Yeah.
And then that's when at the top of the Google search, like Asia's Next Top Model kept coming up.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is this? You know, and it's like cycle 1. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to do like a quick apply. And I had my mom actually take a picture on her iPhone.
Wow.
And I submitted it on quick apply because the deadline was for the next day. And then next thing I know, like I'm getting a call from like Asia's Next Top Model like 2 days later, and they're like, you know, like we really want you. Can you do the full application? So I had to like submit a video, and it just happened so fast.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, if I get it, I'll decide then.
Yeah.
And then I got it, and they're like, we want you as a finalist. I was like,
wow.
should I do this? Like, I mean, being on a reality, it wasn't like something I was like, oh, I really want to do this. I was like, it felt kind of like fate or like timing, or it was like meant to be. So I was like, I should do it, because otherwise I'll regret if I did. But it was also really scary to go from America to Singapore for the first time in my life. And then it's cycle 1. You don't even know if it's real. So you get off the plane, and then, you know, they cut communication off. So I think my family was pretty worried, because like they were here for you for like a month and a half, and it's like my first time in this like foreign country. But yeah, it was legit. Turned out to be real. So that's good.
Was there anything like surprising that you found from it, or was it kind of just like how you thought it would turn out to be?
It definitely wasn't what I mean, nothing can prepare you for that at all, like nothing. And I think I'm a pretty strong person. It definitely wears you down. And I think I went into it a little naively, thinking like, ooh, like, I'm not gonna be friends, and like, people are just gonna like me, but it's just not like that. Like, it's a TV show, like they want drama, they want something happening. So I think that was a little bit of a shock, because I went with a genuine interest of like wanting to model in Asia, and then I was like, wait, this is like so like strange. But I mean, it worked out afterwards, of course. I mean, no regrets for sure. So.
And then through that you found your like now agency, or?
Yeah, actually. So after, I didn't really know what to do, because it's like a confusing phase. You just finish filming, but it doesn't air for a while, and Daniel Bowie, actually one of the judges, he reached out to me and kind of was like, I think, you know, you would do well in Singapore, why don't you try here? So I kind of went back, and then I did my first contract there, and and then it just kind of took off. So I was based there for a while, for like 3 years, but now I'm based here, so, in Hong Kong.
Have you, did you model in all the other like Asian countries already, like throughout the years?
Yeah, quite a bit. I've modeled in Thailand, Japan, I guess Singapore, Hong Kong. I did Thailand twice. And then besides that, I've just been getting kind of randomly direct bookings from other places. Like, I've worked for Vietnam twice, Malaysia. I have like a milk ad out there right now, which is apparently coming to Hong Kong.
Oh my God.
From like swinging on a tire. So yeah, I mean, it's just kind of, and I've been to Indonesia. So Indonesia is a lot of my fan base after Asia's Next Top Model, so I went there.
Yeah.
So that was a really crazy, awesome experience. I actually really want to go back again. So.
Oh, and how did like your model award come out? Like,
that
the Asian Model Award.
Well, 2016. I mean, this year it's all kind of just come together for me. Things. And then my Hong Kong agency here, Suneasy, they nominated me for it. And then I ended up winning it. So for like Hong Kong and Macau, which was like super awesome. Yeah, really exciting.
Yeah.
I guess that's like, I didn't even know that you could get an award as a model, to be honest.
I didn't either. That's why I was like, damn, like, first time.
And then like the day of, or like as you're sitting there, they're like, okay, and then each of you go up and you make a speech, and I was like, okay, and I was like making bullet points.
Oh my God.
In my head. I'm like, hey, you like think this, but you don't want to be too long.
Yeah.
But some of the speeches were hilarious. I just gotta say. But yeah, I think I did okay. Yeah, it was cool.
They're moving more into doing more like social media type stuff.
Yeah. Now I'm more focused on growing, social media wise, because of the exposure I've been getting with like these different campaigns across Asia and then the award. It's been growing, so I'm actually working on my website right now, which I'm hoping to use as like a platform. And it's actually like a really fun hobby for me because I used to know how to code, like HTML.
Wow.
And so back in the day, like high school, college, I'm kind of like reteaching myself because there's new code like CSS. So it's actually really fun for me. Instead of like having someone build it for my website, I'm doing it myself and like having a lot of fun. As a model, you have so much free time.
Have you seen the whole like KOL thing happen? Like when you started modeling, it wasn't even that big, like social media.
Yeah.
I feel like you like.
That's what's so crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I was kind of immersed in it because I was in tech before. So it's kind of weird to have been in San Francisco where the heart of social media was developing and come to Asia and see all the trends pick up later. I had Snapchat probably 6-7 years ago. I deleted it when I came to Asia because no one had it. Now everyone's on Snapchat. So it's kind of like a weird delayed effect. I think what's weird too is that my cycle for Asia's Next Top Model, like Instagram had just started taking off here. And so it was more like Facebook, Twitter. Whereas like now the cycles, they're getting so many Instagram followers because it's more relevant. So you're like, damn it. But it's okay. You know, there's other ways to get followers.
Do you see like the type of jobs you are getting now have changed because you're considered more of a KOL? They like book you because of it, or it hasn't like been that much?
I guess it's like, it's definitely changing. So I'm getting more like digital influencing type of projects, working on that type of a level, which is good. Because with modeling, there's only so much you can do. I think if you can, talk or these things, I think eventually I'll go into hosting. And,
that'd be awesome. I can totally see you doing that, like just talking.
So I think I didn't want to segment into that yet because I've had a few offers, but because once you do, you kind of like can't really model anymore. Say for like in Singapore, you would then only be like a guest, a celebrity guest or something, whereas like I still love doing the runway. So I'm still waiting. Hosting you can kind of do at whatever age.
So you'll think you'll get into that?
Yeah.
In like
I'll like trickle. Trickle in maybe in like a couple years.
You think you'll still do like tech stuff, like political science stuff? That's just like
political science stuff. Well, hopefully, like I guess policy-wise, I hope I can, maybe make a difference in the future with like women's organizations and stuff. I'm passionate about like getting your education, being a strong, independent woman, which I think that message isn't coming across a lot in Asia, and especially being a model and you get judged all the time, and like a lot of people don't even take the time to think that like, oh, maybe I have an education or things like that. And even growing up being told like I can't be both, like I can't be a model and I can't be smart and I can't this. I think like a revolution's coming, and I'd like love to be part of like organizations or speaking out about stuff like that.
That'd be awesome.
So,
you have to.
I will. So and then I guess tech, I want to open my own businesses and like start incorporating a lot more of that stuff.
Do you think you'll stay here like for a while longer? Or?
Yeah, I think I love Hong Kong. Like as soon
you
as
don't
I
miss
came
the US
here,
much?
I mean, it's really hot in the summer. I
I can't see us, but
yeah, I'm like sweating. But yeah, no, I love it here, and I think there's more opportunities. Like I feel like I hit kind of a point in Singapore where I couldn't quite grow anymore, but here you come here and there's like tons of celebrity models. It's kind of a central hub. It's like the New York of Asia. I find myself getting also more opportunities like now that I'm living here, more exposure. Yeah, it's good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Thank you guys for watching. Bye.